Hey guys, Logan here, hope you're having a good day. We got a full patch notes for update 6.2 and it's full with awesome tweaks and changes. I got a feeling that this is the update that will make Battlefield a great game again, and hopefully this will bring back some players to the game. Release date of the update is set on Thursday, March 5th. Today I will talk about stuff in the update that is the most relevant stuff, and I think that you want to know and need to know. And I will leave a link to the patch notes in the description if you'd like to read it all. With that said, let's dive in. Let's start with the changes to the weapon balance. Most weapons are returning to the base damage at range values. Base damage being the values that we used to have in the update 5.0. You know, the good patch before everything got screwed up. Range damage is now based on weapon's class rather than its rate of fire. And we are going to notice that the weapons do more damage up close, and that the experience engaging a player at range is more satisfying. Sounds really good to me. Assault rifles and light machine guns will hit harder at range than SMGs if the weapons have the same rate of fire. Recoil and accuracy values are set back to the same as they were in update 5.0. Bolt action rifles will now have a higher muzzle velocity of all weapons. These adjustments will return bolt action rifles to be the king of long and very long range combat. The Type 11 muzzle velocity will slightly increase to make it more like its own weapon instead of just mimicking the Bren gun. Okay, let's go through the most relevant general changes. The bazooka will see a decrease in damage and the Panzerfaust will see an increase in damage. And the bazooka will now one-shot an airplane. And the launch mine will now have the correct amount of damage and will now destroy stationary weapons. And throwback function on the anti-tank grenade have been fixed. They have an issue with that before. And they fixed the bug that would sometimes allow the spotting scope to spot enemies behind walls. Moving over to vehicles. The universal carrier can no longer be disabled as it has no self-repair functionality, which used to make it a frustrating transport vehicle. Yeah, that's correct, it's been very frustrating to have like one wheel functioning. The Archer's rear engine compartment has been upgraded with more armor. While still easy to critical hit like the rear, it will take less damage from a critical hit. And they increased the damage of the 80 mines slightly. Improved the cat and drag handling to be a more fun vehicle to drive. You know, that's the motorcycle thingy that you can use as a transport. They fixed the issue that can cause spotted enemies to not appear from an airplane, and fixed an issue with airplanes not taking damage when hit by a shell projectile. Now let's take a look at the soldier changes. The death flow has been refactored, making it more robust and easier for us to debug when there is other issues. This solves multiple issues related to players getting stuck in bleeding out of state after getting killed. You know, that's the stuck in the dead screen that's been fixed. They fixed the bug that can cause a soldier to continuously play the throw pouch animation. And there are a few more changes to the soldier, but these are the most relevant things I thought you want to know. The maps and modes are seeing a lot of small changes and bug fixes, but there is no big issues that have been solved here. But if you like to read all about those small changes, just click the link in the description. Next up is one of the focus points of this update, the audio prioritization system in-game. And here's what the note says. Implemented a new audio prioritization system in order to reduce occurrences of important sounds being culled due to performance limitations. This results in more controlled and stable behavior for sounds such as vehicles, footsteps and weapons. This means that the audio will be more precise when it comes to what you hear in game. You will hear even more clearer if it's an enemy footsteps, a tank nearby or stuff like that. They also added a new audio option that allows you to change the hit indicator sounds between current sound, the original BF5 sound at release, and you can turn it off and if you like to have no sound at all. I don't know about you, but I really love the cling sound when you're hitting an enemy. I think I will leave mine on the current sound. The M2 carbine icon will be better represented as a weapon visually, so don't get confused, it's not a new weapon in the game, it's just a new icon for the weapon. And here is a nice change. The zoom setting for the minimap are now saved between lives. It's always been annoying when you have to change the setting when you spawn again. So good change, guys. Some smaller stability and performance issues have been solved. The major one being the crash that could occur if the player played the game for more than like 5 hours in one go. so that's been fixed. And a crash fix for a PlayStation 4 that was causing random black squares to show in the game world. That have been solved as well. Sounds good for all you console players. As I said, update 6.2 will release on March 5th. Here you can see all the different times of release. I'm really looking forward to this update, and I know the community is too. And one big thing I'm missing in this update actually is some new feature for the community games, and I hope we will get that in the future. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. Subscribe for more Battlefield content, and please leave a like, it really helps out. I hope to see you in my next one. This is Logan, signing out.